Thank you for joining another episode of Talking About Talking with your host, Billy. Today, we're going to be talking about fatherhood with my very own cousin, Eddie. He lives in Arkansas, and he's a new father. How you doing today, Eddie?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So, how long have you waited to be a father?
Well, I mean, I can remember, as long as 15, maybe 20 years ago, just really having a feeling of wanting a kid. And, when I got my wife now, together 8 years, wanted it even more, obviously, with her. And so, yeah, here we are.
How important is it to you or how important should it be really to have the right person in your life to grow a family with?
Oh, it's definitely important, uh, mainly for the child to be raised right.
Yeah, definitely. So how does it feel to you now? Now that it's been a little over a year?
A little over a year. Yeah, it's actually hard to put in words how I feel. Amazing. Uh, you know, I still, after over a year, I look at him every day and almost can't believe that he's here. Because I've known him for so long.
Grandma's gonna sing you a lullaby. And when those little eyes are closed, Grandma's gonna hold you oh so close.
I can't tell you how happy this makes me.
So we were just talking about finally having a child after so long, and I was asking what issues did you go through having, trying to have the babies. I know getting pregnant was hard, and everybody faces different things. So I just want to hear a little bit about what your guys' challenges were.
Here, give it to him. Give it to the baby.
Baby, joy.
Put it in there.
Baby, joy. Baby.
Good job, Jaden. Yay!
Yeah.
Good job,
Tell
buddy.
the baby. Oh, baby. Ellie, Ellie, baby.
Yeah.
Titi. Titi, Ellie.
So my doctor told me years ago that I wasn't going to be able to have kids, and I found out that wasn't true, and it was because I was on testosterone therapy, and that was making it to where I wasn't producing any sperm. So later on, I found that out, got off the testosterone, and did several months of different supplements and treatments to get the best chance for sperm. It still wasn't showing up with the samples, still was showing no sperm. And I actually had the procedure done where they went in to retrieve the sperm, and that's when I actually found out that I did have good sperm.
So because of the testosterone, it was blocking.
We die. Baby. We die. Baby, I.
Yeah,
The sperm actually coming down.
it basically makes it to where you don't produce any sperm. And the reason why the sperm wasn't getting through, the doctors are telling me they still don't know exactly why. So they had to go in and get them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty stressful because up until that point, I wasn't sure. There wasn't no guarantee that we're going to be there, and just so you can imagine how happy I was to find out that there was.
Right. So you could have a biological child.
Yeah.
So is that still something that you're facing now? If you were to have another or want to have another child, would you have to still do the same thing, or is everything functioning properly now?
As far as I know, it's still not functioning properly. It's still the same issue, but I don't have to have that procedure again, because they collected enough sperm to where they have it uh, frozen to where they can go anytime and get it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. So was
And then
any complications on your wife's side, or was it just this complication with you?
as far as we know, it was just me. You know, for the IVF, they had to go in and get her eggs, and the first time it didn't take. The second time it did, and so yeah, everything went good after that.
So for someone listening, how stressful?
Baby. 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 Baby.
From your point of view, how stressful is it to go through IVF and the hopes, and then to and to have it not work and having to do it again? How stressful is that?
Um, I mean, it was definitely stressful when it didn't work the first time, but I just her eggs being good, my sperm being good, I knew there was a good chance that if we did it again, we would, get pregnant. So
Yeah, because I know people go through infertility, a lot more than we even know. So it's good that we're doing this today, and we're getting it out there, and talking about infertility on both sides, not just women. It's infertility on men as well. And like you said, because of a therapy that you were trying to have to help yourself, kind of hindered reproductive aspects. So I think that, anytime that anyone does anything, that you have to research it. Of course, I'm not a doctor or any kind of medical affiliation. We're just talking today, but yeah, definitely, I would suggest everyone. I was just saying that everyone needs to do their research, and I'm not a medical professional. We're just talking today about what's been going on with you and your family. And I was just saying that with anyone listening, that they need to do their research before they do any type of therapy or procedures. I was asking, have you done any more research about why this is the cause of testosterone therapy, or what you could have done differently?
Yeah, I have researched it. I can't remember. It's been a while. I can't remember exactly why you don't produce sperm on testosterone therapy, but I would just say definitely if somebody was told that they cannot have kids or cannot produce sperm, I would definitely not stop there. I would definitely look into it more and research it more and go get second and third opinions, because if I would have stopped at what he told me, it might have not ever happened.
Right.
So if somebody is on testosterone, and that would be a big reason why they might not be getting pregnant, because of that.
So now that it's been a year since your son has been born, what does that mean for you, the future? Like, what is your hopes and dreams going forward?
My main goal now is, because I'm not a young dad, so my main goal is to try to stay as healthy as I possibly can, to be around and be healthy for as long as I can for him. And that's the main goal right now.
Right. And just so everybody can put it in perspective, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you with a 1-year-old son?
46.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, that's a little older than most, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, of course, I know you, and so I know that you're very healthy and health conscious. So what are the kind of things that you do to try to stay healthy so far?
Well, mainly would be the diet and exercise. You want to, obviously, the diet is a big part of it. Just trying to eat, healthy whole foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, that type of thing, instead of, all this processed junk out here.
Yeah, and because you are practicing being a vegan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And being a vegan, if you do the whole food, plant-based vegan diet, it's definitely very healthy.
I would imagine. And so as far as that goes, does your wife do the same thing, or does she eat more traditionally?
Yeah, she eats, I guess you call it, say, more traditionally.
Okay. And are you going to try to instill those facts onto your son, or are you going to just leave it up to him as far as what he wants to eat?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to him. I would hope that he would be vegan, but yeah, that's gonna be his decision to make when he, gets old enough to start asking those questions.
Right. And how are you guys navigating having a child and working and doing all the things that we do in this world? How do you guys navigate that?
Well, I work nights, she works days, and we switch off, and we just did it that way because I'd rather be at home and little sleep, and be at home with him all day versus daycare or finding somebody to watch him.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that you have that opportunity. Do you think that research needs to be had if others come across the same issue and they're not so fortunate to have that schedule with their partners?
Okay, as far as the schedule, I guess, yeah, that would just depend on your situation and what's possible for you to do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everybody's different, and schedules are different, and jobs are different, things like that. So yeah, definitely do your research and don't just choose the first daycare that you come to, or if you're lucky enough to have family help you. I would definitely suggest that before going to daycare.
Yeah,
But again, everyone is different.
Yeah, and my mom and sister and sister-in-laws, and they all help when we do need them here and there.
Yeah, definitely. So I know he's only one, but what kind of things do you do with him now when you're watching him or when you're with him?
We laugh a whole lot. I laugh so much. He's so funny. Like, I've never laughed this much in my life. Like, just all the little stuff he does, and making faces, and his laugh, and tickling him and getting him going. It's just so much fun. I love it. I love every minute of it.
I bet. So where do you guys see yourself in 5 years? Just ballpark.
Well, we're actually this summer going to start trying for another one through IVF, of course. Yeah. And so that's pretty much the plan. And I mean, it's all about family. So whatever else happens, it's just extra. As long as I got my little family, I'm good.
Right. And are you guys wanting a little girl this time, or whatever God gives you, that's what you're gonna do?
Well, yeah, we're definitely hoping for a girl this time.
Right. And with all the things that we've talked about, the troubles, the age, um, is 2 it for you guys?
Oh yeah, two is that's gonna be it.
Okay.
And and luckily, you know, Ness, she's 10 years younger than me, so that helped her being younger and still being fertile and all that.
Right, right. Well, I think it's great. I applaud you guys. So what advice would you have for anyone listening that is going through this process and just, maybe they're having a little harder time and things seem more bleak than they did for you guys? What kind of advice could you give a new dad going through the same thing?
Oh, a new dad, so they've already had a kid. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think we're gonna gear this toward people that never had a kid before and they're trying to get pregnant, um, and they are going through the same problems and they're just not knowing why it's not working for them. Kind of like, what kind of things did you do to get through when you guys were first starting?
Well, like I said before, I was told that I wasn't going to be able to have kids, and then that was obviously wrong. And I would start doing research, and I would definitely get other opinions. Go to specialists. We was going to the IVF doctors, the specialists,
Mm-hmm.
and doing the samples. And then that's when we found out about, well, we can go in, do a procedure, go in to see if you have sperm, and obviously the woman has to, make sure she has good eggs and all that.
Right, right. But what did you do? I'm trying to get more personal. Like, what did you do personally when the doors were closed and you were behind, just with yourself?
I mean, before I knew I could have kids, I was terrified of not having a kid, because that's just what I've wanted for so long. It's been my dream for so long to have a family.
Right.
And so, yeah, I would think about it a lot, really daily, for the most part. And, just scared to find out the answer, if I could or couldn't. And so, yeah, it was, like I said, it'd been my dream for so long. I was so scared it wasn't going to happen. And it's a dream come true.
Right. I can imagine that. So what was the hardest part from day 1 to 1 year? What do you think the hardest thing was to get used to?
I guess the typical stuff with waking up every, hour or two and either hungry or needs a diaper changed, or for whatever reason it is. I had a little bit of practice with my nephew.
Okay.
He was at our house a whole lot, so I got some practice with him from the time he was like 6 months old. So
So you kind of knew what to look for.
Yeah, I did get some practice in like that, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay. Well, what do you think you might do differently with the second baby that you did with the first one?
I don't know if I would do much different. Yeah, just thank God my wife is there to help me, because she's, probably even better with him, I would think, like most moms.
Right.
Just have that touch and just kind of instinctively knowing more, it seems like. So yeah, I don't know. I can't think of something I'd really do different at this point.
So you think you guys just kind of like fell into it, you wanted it, and so it just came and there wasn't too much struggle?
Yeah,
As far as, after he's here and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah, we just both wanted it so bad that, just the normal stuff you hear about with having a kid, you know, losing sleep
Yeah.
and all that. It's just, it was so worth it. It wasn't really that big a deal, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
And like me waking up, you know, early in the morning when she goes to work and he's up and I'm up with him tired, and it's like, it's all worth it.
Do you think you guys are going to homeschool, private school, or just regular school him?
Really haven't talked about it much, but I'm
You have a
thinking
while.
private. Yeah, I'm thinking private school probably. A lot of his cousins private school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that would benefit his future better, or do you just think it's just an avenue to go?
Just everything that I know, that I've heard, you know, people talking about with their kids. It's just it tends to be a better outcome if they're in private school.
What is one thing that, if you could pick one thing, what is one thing that you want to leave with him that
That
you have taught him yourself?
Ooh, that's a deep one. I would say, you know, I would say life is, the most important thing is family. Everything else is just kind of secondary to me.
Yeah.
Your family is definitely the first priority, highest priority. It's all that really matters when it comes down to it. You know, I'd want to teach him to have empathy and just really be a caring person, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, is there anything else you want to say to someone listening that might be a new dad, or thinking about becoming a dad, in the various ways that you can these days?
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you want to be a dad or a parent, I mean, you know, I would explore every avenue. If you're having issues or whatever, you know, I wouldn't give up anytime soon. I would try every possible thing you could think of to make it happen. And even if it's not your biological kid, I know some people don't, you know, want to hear that, and I didn't, but you know, there's always other ways of having kids, you know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Did you guys ever consider adoption?
We never really talked about it, and I was even actually scared to talk about it because I didn't want to talk about it, because I didn't want to hear it, really, to be honest. I wanted my own kids so bad. So I was just, I guess, avoiding it a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of controversy around adoption. Do you think, like in your case, just for you, this is not portraying anything else, do you think if you guys had to adopt, that you could see yourself loving the child as almost as much as a biological child?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if it came to that, yeah, love them.
Yeah.
Love them just the same, I'm sure.
Would that be your fear, is to not love them enough, or would your fear be the struggle that there is with adoption?
I mean, I'm sure there's some issues that come with it, but I mean, I know. Well, I'll say this, you know, with my nephew Jaden, you know, I got, you know, super close to him, and you know, I've thought about it. You know, if for whatever reason I needed to adopt him, I would do it in a second, and you know, wouldn't think nothing of it, and just because I am that close to him, and I wouldn't see me loving him any less than my biological,
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good because I think that as humans, we can do that for the most part, especially if you want a child, you know what I mean? There's so many kids out there that need homes and that are homeless, that are in the system and all that stuff. Um, that I think that kind of just would kick in if you had to have adopted versus having a biological baby.
And there's the other options are, you can have a surrogate or you can have a donor to where at least one parent would be the biological parent. I mean, those are options.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just need to keep that in mind too, that there's plenty of options to be parents if that's what you choose to do. But I'm
yeah,
so happy and thankful that it worked out for you guys. Of course, being family, I know you pretty well, so I definitely cheer you guys on every day, and can't wait to see update pictures and hopefully be able to come out and visit or have you guys visit soon.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd just like to say that, on a more personal, I'm so happy that my mom I got to give her another grandchild, and I'm so happy and thankful for my wife for giving me a child. Like I said earlier, I still look at him every day and I just almost can't believe that he's here, that I actually have a son. So I'm just extremely grateful and thankful for that. And I feel so blessed and so lucky to have a family.
Yeah, I feel that. Does he spend time with your mom a lot?
Yeah, we try to make it over there at least a few times a week so I can see him.
You ain't gonna do it for your daddy?
And is your wife's family involved as well?
Oh yeah, they all love him. He loves them. It's nothing but good times. We're together, and they see him pretty often. And matter of fact, my son and my nephew Jaden, they was like instantly love being around each other. It's pretty great.
That's so good. That is so good. I'm so happy for you, and I'm proud that you kept going and you didn't give up on that one answer or two answers that you got. And you kind of made it happen.
Yeah, and maybe somebody don't know. I didn't know about the going in and them actually going in with the procedure to see because they might just not be getting out. That might be the issue, like with me.
Right. Yeah, definitely ask questions. Do research and go to more than one doctor. Go to 5 if you have to. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you. I just, like I said, I'm just so happy and grateful for this time that we could talk, and I can't wait to hear about the new baby that might be coming. Might be another podcast.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on Talking About Talking. Until next time.
Okay, y'all. That was the end of the podcast. But there was just so many videos and pictures I wanted to put in here that I'm just going to put them all in here and just let them run through here. And I'll just talk a little bit while they're going. Yeah, the grocery cart. Of course, everybody thinks that's super cute, which it is. I love you, Mir. Love you so much. Dad loves you. Yeah.
Dada.
So this is his best laugh ever. And his mama's tickling him. I love it. Love the laugh.
Give me Gizzy. Thank you.
So this is what I get to see every day that I go pick Amir up from school. Every time. It's so great. It makes me feel so good. But yeah, he don't see me yet. See me? Yeah, he sees me. Love it.
What? Just want your water, buddy? There you go.
Thank you.
See you later, buddy. Sit up.
Makes me so happy.
Mom and Dad are here. You ready? Oh, look.
Here's another one.
Oh, he dropped his water in the excitement.
Hey, baby.
I love his mama. He just had to get on the rhythm before he stay on there.
He said absolutely not.
No, don't want to stay by himself. Take a lot of trips to Walmart. Been wanting to ride like this lately. I'd like to take a second to thank my beautiful wife. Thank you, baby, for giving me a child. Without you, I wouldn't have Amir. Thank you for blessing me. I really appreciate you for everything. So beautiful. I love you, baby. Thank you. Here's his best friend. Like these slow-mos. Top Golf. G-Mall. Teaching him how to play. You're gonna end up doing something with music. The whole family in music.
Oh boy.
Loves his G-Mall and G-Mall loves him. That's for sure.
What is that? Now what do you do?
Somebody's here.
And here we go again.
Oh.
Oh. Get up. Come on. Didn't phase him.
Oh, you good?
So excited.
Yes.
I missed you. I missed you. And again.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait for me, Amir. Amir.
Come on, we gotta get some candy.
Amir.
And of course, Halloween, trick-or-treating.
Walk with Amir up there.
Happy Halloween, buddy.
Say trick or treat. Say thank you. Amir, say thank you.
What's going on now?
Say thank you.
Say thank you.
Say thank you.
You so goofy.
I want to take a second to say how much I absolutely love this picture. You know, I'm real close with Jaden. You know, he's pretty much like a son to me. He's my buddy. I'm really close to him, and you know, him and Amir are best friends, and I just absolutely love it. And it's so great to see them together like that. Of course, that's the part. Two. Try to spend as much time as we can. You never know. Life is short. Slow mo Bubbles. Loves Bubbles. I love this one. That was a perfect shot. And this is what it's all about right here. What life is all about. Family. This is my life, my world. Everything else is just secondary. This is what matters right here. I love it. I'm so lucky and so blessed. I love you, baby. I love you, Mimir. Love you so much, son. Can't believe you're here sometimes. Daddy loves you more than you know. Words can't express. I love you, son.
Grandma's gonna sing you a lullaby. And when those little eyes are closed, Grandma's gonna hold you oh so close. And it's sweet.